The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, it's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those who love will be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Check the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. He's back by popular demand. He was involved in a life-altering car accident when we first had him on last year, a couple years ago. He's based in Toronto and Ottawa. He's from the Canadian area. He worked with Black Juju, Creeping Beauty, Famous Underground. He shared the stage with One Eye Doll, Yingwei Malmsteen, Striper, and was in the Mississippi Mud Theater group playing Queen, We Will Rock You, voted Best Music in 2020. And also, he had his critically well-received release, Lifting the Curse, featuring The Earth is Flat. And right now, he takes on the Wonders of the Invisible World. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Plush Studio somewhere in beautiful Canada, the very, very multi-talented singer-songwriter and backed by popular man, Darren Michael Boyd. Darren, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Thanks for having me back. It's somewhere in Canada.
Yes, and
great to be back.
Yes, it is, and it's a great pleasure to have you back. And you're very excited about your new album and featuring the title track. And of course, last we talked, you were involved in a life-altering car accident, and you worked with Black Juju, Creeping Beauty, Famous Underground. You shared the stage with One Eye Doll, Ingwe Malmsteen, Striper, and you joined the Mississippi Mud Theater Group, which is Queen's We Will Rock You, and voted Best Music in 2020. You also had your well-received release, Liftingthecurse, featuring theearthisbflat, and you also have a new album, and we'll be playing the title track later on, Wonders of the Invisible World. And before we get into all that, once again, very quickly, Darren, tell us how you got started.
Well, I've just always been a musician pretty much my whole life. I just knew that's what I had to do. And, just kept doing that, playing guitar in bands and writing songs. And then when I did have that car accident, kind of knocked me out of commission for a couple of years, and I had to reconsider what I was doing, and so it kind of sent me in a different direction, doing this instrumental thing. It was done for therapeutic purposes, really, but then people started to like it, and I had fun, so I decided to it became a legitimate project somehow. That's what brought me to this point.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also had some major influence as well, too. And, who are some of the people that influenced you, especially after your accident when you had to go in a different direction?
Oh, musically, you mean?
Yes, musically.
Yeah, geez. Wow, there's so much. I mean, I've just not only been a musician, I'm just like one of the biggest music fans that I know. So I love the stuff that I grew up on still, but it's not just nostalgia. I'm always chasing that new music that I can listen to that I really like. It's hard to explain, and especially writing new music like what I have been now, you can't really create in a vacuum, and that's one of the weird things that we've been facing with the whole pandemic, where there are no gigs and you're not getting out and jamming with people, so you have to find influences from somewhere. I spent way too much time on YouTube, I think. like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I think watching YouTube is pretty good, actually. You learn a lot of things, and there's also been some, musicians, actors, comedians, and everybody else having their own YouTube channel. They can put on 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes of whatever's on their mind. So that thing has become very, very popular, believe it or not.
I think sometimes I watch that and I think, man, I have a YouTube channel and I have probably, given the fact that I do everything myself, I have more music videos than a lot of people. For this album that I just released in October, actually on Halloween, the end of October, I already have 2 music videos that I've released. But I think, geez, I should probably spend some time just, shooting my mouth off or something, because if you can only put up so much content when you're making actual edited videos, like music videos. So it seems like YouTube rewards consistency. A lot of uploads and that. So right now I think I'm hovering somewhere around 200 subscribers. So if you're listening, go subscribe. I'll subscribe back, I promise.
Oh, we certainly will, too. And what is your YouTube channel? I'm writing this down as we speak.
Oh, geez. Good question. Well, what I can tell you is it's Darren Michael Boyd. So if you look for Darren Michael Boyd, you'll find me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you can't find that, go to darrenboyd.com, my website, and right on the front page will be my YouTube links. So.
Okay. All right. We will certainly do that. And you also got some critical acclaim for Liftingthecurse, and you can just tell us about that album really quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, that album was, again, that's kind of, it's just quirky. It was weird stuff that I just started writing. And, it's really cool because, when you write something or you're doing something creative and you're doing it, again, for therapeutic purposes or for yourself, there was no goal in mind. And I think that's one of the things that kind of sets me apart from other instrumental guitar-based music is that I wasn't writing it for guitar players. I wasn't writing it to go, look at what I can do. It was just writing songs, and everybody can enjoy it. And I think that's probably why I got a lot of attention, because it wasn't the shred fest that people might have expected it to be.
Mm-hmm. And of course, too, you also got some honorable mention by ASCAP with this song won't get played on the radio, but yet it got nominated, and it did get played on the radio. I like that.
I know it was the first one to get played on the radio, but I had this theory. That's why I called it that, me being just smart. And thinking to myself, if a song has the word radio in it, the radio will play it. And that was I'm kind of like just reverse psychology, right? I was just being a jerk, but it worked.
and of course, you also had "Was It Something I Said," and maybe it's something about was it something I said that offended you, but still got on the album. So that's also one of your featured tracks as well.
Yeah, and Was It Something I Said? It's really weird because it almost didn't get on the album, and it's kind of got a funky Prince type vibe to it, and which of course I love, and it was I just couldn't get the drums right, and then I got Emily Dolan Davies plays drums on that one track, the only other musician that appeared on the album, and she is phenomenal. She's played with The Darkness and Kim Wilde, and so I can't say enough about her. That was just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. You also work with some greats, too. You share the stage with One Eyed Doll, Ingwe Malmsteen, Striper, and you also worked with Black Juju, Creeping Beauty, and Famous Underground. So maybe just a quick rundown of how you got involved and what's it like working with those guys?
Well, Black Juju was, when I was a kid, I was touring with Daniel William Brown, who was a buddy of mine, and we had a band called Boomerang, and we used to tour all over, North America. And as we got older, we ended up doing different things. But when I got back from living in Florida, we decided to form another band, and that was Black Juju. And I don't know if I can see this isn't live, so I can say it. The title of the album is called Universal Asshole. You might be able to find it somewhere. So that was that band. We got out and used a lot of pyro and stuff. And then what was the other? Well, Creeping Beauty was my horror-based band, which we still play, but a lot of times what it ends up is just me and the singer doing an acoustic thing. And that is, again, because of the car accident. Famous Underground is still active. We have an album ready to go, just being mixed and figuring out when what is a good time? Is there ever a good time to release music? I don't know. But yeah, it's killer stuff, so we can't wait to get that out.
Mm-hmm. And he also joined the Mississippi Mud Theater group, which had Queen, We Will Rock You, and that kind of got you on the map in the way.
It didn't hurt. I mean, it was the first time I've ever done something like that, and I really hope to do it again. Whenever playing with a group of like 60 people, that kind of production is really a blast, and it was totally different. I was a pit guy, right? I was playing the music. I wasn't really part of the performance, but playing Queen music, Brian May, and everybody in the band wrote, so that the diversity in the music was just amazing.
Mm-hmm. And that's amazing as well, too. And we'll talk about your album along with your title track, Wonders of the World, in just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. And also brought to you by our official sponsor, international award-winning author Mia Mosen Zia of his book, Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We're back with Darren Michael Boyd and Wonders of the Invisible World after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We are back with Darren Michael Boyd of Wonders of the Invisible World here on the Mike Wagner Show. His latest release, After Lifting the Curse, which got great reviews we last heard on the Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here's a title track from Darren Michael Boyd with Wonders of the Invisible World right here on the show. Great song, great title track. Wonders of the Invisible World, Darren Michael Boyd on the Mike Wagner Show. Just a great piece you played. And, once again, just tell us a bit about it and all about the album and where can we find it?
Well, you can find the album on my website, which is darrenboyd.com, and that's the CD. Of course, you can find the music anywhere you stream music or purchase music, pretty much anywhere it's going to be there. that song, that I put that at the very beginning because it's just the most raw rock song. It just sounds like a band jamming, and I was like, I like the energy of it, and and it has that kind of halftime thing that I don't understand where it came from, but when you channel something like that, you just let it happen. But it has a Beatles feel to it. Something in the harmony of it. It's very Beatles-esque. And I was like, yeah, that's extremely cool. And I've had people say that to me too. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me. So that's pretty neat.
It does sound like it. And where can we find Wonders of the Invisible World at?
Well, that definitely on my website, so darrenboyd.com, and of course, everywhere you stream music, it's going to be there as well. And, CD, if you want the actual CD, and you should buy it because the artwork is really cool. It's only $10 Canadian, so I don't know what that is in American. It's like $1.75 or something. I don't know. But yeah,
we'll have to figure that out later.
Yeah, okay. I'm being funny here. I know it's not $1.75, but it's $10 Canadian. And the artwork is really cool. And I know a lot of people don't, buy CDs or buy albums the way they used to. But that's one of the reasons we went to so much effort to make the art really awesome and have it so. Because it's merch, right? Nowadays, when people buy CDs, a lot of times it's not because they want to listen to the music, because they can do that on Spotify or something. But having the actual CD is like, it's a piece of merchandise. It's really awesome to have.
It does, too, and I'm so looking forward to it. And once again, what's the name of your website?
darrenboyd.com.
darrenboyd.com. All right, that's very good. Once again, we're Darren Michael Boyd on the Mike Wagner Show talking about Wonders of the Invisible World. And one more question before we wrap up. It's great to have you back on. Looking forward to having you again soon. And what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Darren?
Oh, well, you know what? I think I'm having a blast making these instrumental albums, so I'm going to continue to do that unless something comes along to interrupt me. Like a really good gig or something, but I'm having a great time. So I'll do 10 of these. I don't care. I'll just keep going. Having a lot of fun. I'm going to continue to make music videos because, hey, you want to be entertaining and people like to watch that. So that's what I'm going to keep doing.
Mm-hmm. And that's very fantastic as well, too. Once again, Darren Michael Boyd here on the Mike Wagner Show. Darren, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Great to hear from you again, and looking forward to having you again soon. So keep it up to date. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, and where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Right, so you can find my music at darrenboyd.com and everywhere that you stream music. Coming up, more videos, more albums. Hey, it would be great to be doing some live shows, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. That'll happen. It'll happen eventually, being optimistic. But yeah, I'm going to keep going, keep making more music.
And where can they find you on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, some of those people, and I don't know the URL or whatever, but it's Darren Michael Boyd on YouTube. And if you can't find it there, go to my website, darrenboyd.com, and right on the front page, you'll see videos you can just click on. And, so subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be fantastic.
We certainly will do so. Darren, a very big thank you for your time. It's great to hear from you again, and you're absolutely fantastic as always. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch, and we'll see you in the other Wonder of the Invisible World.
Awesome. Thank you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.